Welcome to Moundsville, West Virginia. Where are you going, buddy? Where do you want to go? Huh? Miklos wants to go somewhere. Where do you want to go? Where are you going? Away from the car. We're here with Jay, not a bird. She's pretending like she's being
Hey
fat.
guys. Wait, who was that? Tanya?
I don't know. I don't have my glasses in. I can't see. We're here for a tour. I don't know what the
45 minutes?
it's a paranormal tour.
Woo.
I don't know what the rules are as far as photography. Remember the mound that DOA did a video of? It's right there. The Grave Creek Mound. Me and my granddaughter did a night there. Did you really? Who's that? Who said that?
It was crazy person alert.
Crazy person alert. That's what their name is?
Yeah.
Miklos, come. It's gonna be fun. I'm here with Jay, not a bird, my granddaughter. And we've been driving around in the West Virginia mountains and the Ohio farmlands, and it's been a beautiful day. I'm gonna ask what the rules are. I don't know. I don't know what the rules are yet. I think you have to pay for a specific photography tour to be able to do that. I'm not sure. So we're here early, so we just thought we would look around a little bit and maybe tell you some history. Janaea, when was this built?
A long time ago.
Come on.
I don't remember.
At least general. 1800s?
Sure.
This is West Virginia's oldest penitentiary.
It's still standing after all this time.
When was it closed? In the 90s or
Yes.
the 90s. Oh yeah, this is the first penitentiary here in West Virginia. And it's supposedly the most haunted penitentiary in the United States.
And one of the most haunted places.
Oh, crazy person says she was allowed to video. Okay, I'm going to get it to the car to get a drink of water on the way while we walk around and take pictures. So I'm lame because I don't have any more battery packs.
He's trying to make close.
No, hey, come here. Get over here. Thank you. I don't have any more battery packs and all my tripods are broken.
I think if I was a dog, I would have walked into that trap.
So I don't know how long I'll be able to video anyway. I have two phones though. We can use them both up. What happened to my jacket and the vest that was right there?
I put them inside the car.
Oh, thanks. Hi. Yes, we have flashlights.
I think we have to.
We have jackets. We have water. What else do we need?
I think we have to go through that door.
Yeah. I'm gonna get a drink of water. You guys want to see my silly little dress? Here. And my new sunglasses. Because now I can wear sunglasses. See? Okay, water. Yeah, I even have bug spray just in case. I don't think I'm gonna need my jacket, but that's it, just a flashlight. You like it, James? Hi, Oomph. Jay said hi. What time is it?
35.
Okay, I'm gonna roll up the windows and lock the car,
Hi, James.
and then we'll go for a walk. Should I get this one out instead? I think I should. If I'm allowed to use it, I want this one. Okay, we're gonna switch out tripods, y'all.
Good try.
Oops.
Good try.
Yeah, we listened to a lot of podcasts and stories about this place.
I zoned out on most of it.
I paid attention.
I did not. I know that they had electric
So
chairs
again,
with 3 buttons.
3 buttons. Supposedly the most haunted prison in the United States. We had to static record the Thurman town yesterday, and we have to edit the videos.
It's literally just called, like, recording. It's just streaming. Hope they don't keep you. If they do, I will break you out of there.
I hope so.
If you don't, then I'm holding you to that, James. If you don't, then we will all be disappointed.
Okay, what are we
ghosts.
missing? Something's not. That one's taller than this one, so which one's better?
Oh. The one that's not broken.
This one is the least broken.
Yeah, they're both broken because she breaks everything.
We'll go with the least broken tripod. We're rough on equipment, aren't we?
It's just going to be the easiest to run around with. That's what I always do.
That one, probably. This one's a better picture, though.
Huh?
This one's easier to take good pictures.
It's the same camera.
Yes, 1800s. I knew the date, but we're not good at remembering dates.
I'm not good at remembering.
Built in the 1800s.
I do know that one guy here got stabbed 37 times.
Only one? I
Two
thought
guys.
it was like at least 2.
I think it was 3. I don't know what's up with the number 37. Well, I do, but 37's the magic number for stabbing.
Alright, we need to put this one away.
Kind of looks like the prison in the movie Shawshank Redemption, says James.
Who does?
James? The prison?
What? Oh, the movie, the prison looks like it?
Yeah. I have never watched that, so I cannot confirm or deny. Hey, 6 minutes.
It can be right in front of your face and you won't see them.
Listen, I'm blind. It's fine. Oh, Shawshank was filmed in Mansfield, Ohio, which is supposedly haunted, said Julie. Hi, Julie! Hi, Julie!
Hey, thanks for that info, Julie. Good bit of trivia. Well,
4 minutes.
I wanted to see 4 minutes to what?
Till it's
Take off.
45. Yeah. 3, 2, 1. Blast off!
We attach this to the bag. I found that this creates a buffer.
No,
Yeah,
no.
from questions. Where? Oh. Okay. Are the keys on there?
Yep.
Okay.
Stop moving, woman.
What are we doing? Oh, locking the door.
When you say I have bad memory, dang.
These houses are nice. I saw a lot of abandoned ones on the way in, though. Okay, there we go. 1866 to 1995. Since our memories are so bad. So yeah, if I'm able to stay up, if this phone dies, I'll go up on the other phone. If somehow they tell me I can't live stream, I'll record. So this is a big deal on Halloween. Just was walking around. We got to go back. Janae's gonna have a cow. There's a greeter on the porch.
Giving birth to the cow.
Shawshank. Oh yeah, Moundsville. My dad loves that
Hey, we
movie.
have 1 minute.
That was a crazy movie. But we watched it many, many times. Many, many times. I need to get the other phone out because that's where the tickets are. You know what? Oh, my reading glasses are in the... I need to put my sunglasses away and get out my reading glasses. That would be smart. Very smart. There's lots of videos of paranormal investigations here, some TV shows. I mean, all the paranormal snoops want to come here, I think. All right, let me find my tickets and get... You know what? I didn't print that waiver out. I don't have a printer. I signed it way in advance online, though. Oh, I just got a reminder that we're supposed to be at the tour. Okay.
You didn't get your glasses.
They're in my bag. I just have to change them. Tours and gift shop. Have you guys ever been to prison? I have. It's really a weird feeling. I mean, I've never been locked up as an inmate in prison, but I've been in prisons. Okay. Now I gotta find my tickets. I'm terrible at this stuff. Plus, I can't see. Go inside, come here.
Fantastic. All right, all set, good. We'll hang out until we get everybody checked in.
I thought I took pictures. I downloaded a QR code. Hold on, it told me.
That's right, okay, that's, I knew I recognized that name, okay, very nice.
Okay, just let them go first, till I figure out what I'm doing.
That's how we keep our body, make sure everything is safe.
Well, I got you.
Yeah, everything is copacetic, no one's hurt or something inside. And we succeeded, not that that happens often.
Okay, this will help immensely. Mm.
Do you want me?
Do I have to show it to her? Can they find it? All right, well, let's get on and see what happens.
Hi, what's the name on your booking? Is it under Liz Marsh? Yeah, you got that right.
How's it going?
Doing good, how are you? I didn't call today, I just didn't call today.
Can we jump in, guys? Thanks. I can't, I'm terrible with technology.
You're perfectly fine.
Can't find my ticket.
Thank you, we appreciate that.
I downloaded
Yeah, I'm starting to think we're at the West Virginia
to.
Penitentiary.
Oh, Google Wallet. That's where they are.
They've got stuffed animals.
See?
Yeah. I got my sweatpants here. I got a
They look like comfy
little
sweatpants.
necklace. I got a postcard.
Good job, I did it.
Hi, what's the name?
Hi, Pruitt.
What's the venue?
I have.
Do you need to see them?
No, I've got it on here. Now I have one of the paranormal agreements, but not the other. So I have a Jemet, if that is how it's pronounced.
You didn't get her? I did
No, I have
hers
one,
too.
not the other.
And I do not have a printer, so I didn't print.
We just have a couple extra copies on my back table if someone.
Oh, okay. All right,
Go ahead
cool.
and put your name in this column right there.
Oh, this shows everybody that the chair killed. Do that. You can get a little. You can get a little stress mouse.
Thank you.
All right, cool, thanks. Am I good? Janae, sign in. Oh, look, they have stickers. Oh, okay, so we got to go back here and find a waiver. Ooh, look at that. I like that one. I bet they do. I bet you get a chance to buy stuff. They always give you a chance to buy stuff. All right, fill out a waiver, boo. Yes, you. I already did it for you once. You guys, I'm gonna figure out this camera in just a second. Give me a chance, okay? Give me a chance. I went through all of that to find the ticket.
What is today?
And we didn't need them. 23rd, 6/23. And I didn't need the service list. They didn't say anything about the dog. Because of the service fest. Okay. Let me see if I can figure out why we're so wonky. Is that better? There. Now I can control you better. Here, all right. But you need to memorize the address. Is that all you need? Oh. No. That's it. Yeah, that's it. I did sign the other one, the one that they, I'll just sign it. I mean for you, as the adult. Here, turn this in, boo. So I have this leash that I can attach to my body. So I don't have to be holding on to it the whole time. I have other stuff to hold. Okay. This apparently came out of the dispensary. Riot of 1986. The prisoners carved up their victims. Riot 1986. Prisoners carved up their victims. Riot of 1973.
That might be 1892, right?
Oh, you want to? Oh, you already saw the electric chair, right? Hi, excuse me. Great. Here's a cool picture of it. They call it Old Sparky. Oh, I learned some trivia too. Like, there's only about 4 states in the union that call their electric chair Old Smoky. And a whole bunch of the rest of them call it Old Sparky. Oh yeah, Manson applied to come here so he could be closer to his people, but he was denied. Hey, somebody let Baldy Banks know that we're inside the prison. I think here's a purse made out of cigarette wrappers. Hold on. I knew people who used to make stuff out of gum wrappers and cigarette wrappers. Yeah, if somebody has Baldy's address or something. It's okay, you're fine. Practicing visiting aunts. Oh gosh, I know who you are. Go away. I don't have time for you today. I don't have time for you today. So the magic number here seems to be 37. People getting shivved 37 times. Is that a tattoo gun now? A homemade tattoo gun right there? Let me see. You see it? There's a door in the basement, Lily. I thought there probably was. Let them know I'm on my way. Some bed sheet rope. We got some weapons. Let's see. Oops, sorry. Tighter, tighter, everything tighter. Ohio Valley Cost of Freedom. What do we got up here, Sylvia? Oh, some of the guards that got killed. I'm pretty sure they're going to give us a lot of... This is a nice shirt. That's what my shirt would have looked like, minus the Nazi symbols.
Yes.
So of course they use the inmates for labor for coal mines.
85 by hanging and
Stay.
this one?
Oh,
He's one of the
I'm not gonna tell all the stories. I'm sure they're gonna tell stories. Did you guys do research before you came? No?
Are you all from West Virginia?
No.
Where did you all come from?
We came from Virginia.
I live at the bottom.
Yeah. Used to be the same. Oh, okay. We're in the middle, kind of. Lynchburg area.
I'm gonna go this way.
Yeah, they used to have. Hi, Sam. There you are. They used to have open executions, like anybody could come. Until they botched an execution and they were hanging somebody and his head fell off. No, I wasn't talking to you. They're going to tell you guys stories. Well, they used to have open executions. The public was invited. But then they had one that was botched, and I believe it was the one where they hanged somebody and his head fell off. Then there was another one that they botched, and they had to pull him back up and hang him again. The rope was too long. So he fell down and broke the bones on his body, but they pulled him back up and hung him again.
I got distracted by the news.
Yeah, there's so much to take in here. Who are all these people? Inmates? Oh.
They were all executed.
These were all the executed ones? Is it disproportionate? Yes.
If you've been here before on a night tour, or if you don't want the tour, that's fine. You can get started. Just kind of hang out here for a second. But my name's Jason. This is Tina here. We're going to be here as long as y'all are here. If you need anything, have any questions. Of course, bathrooms right here. Gift shop. Gift shop will be open until about half hour till the end of the event, so until about 9:30 if you want to buy anything. We'll be all using that door there tonight, this evening, so just do Tina and I a solid. Anytime you use that door, just make sure it's closed, because the one that keeps the AC in here nice for y'all to cool down. And hopefully for your all sake, you won't experience any of the bats. But we do have a lot of bats out there, so if they come out, it keeps the bats out there with you all. And away from me and Tina, who are terrified deathly of bats. You don't necessarily have to stay till 10 o'clock, but if you do, regardless when you leave, be sure that you sign out next to where you signed in on the sign-in, sign-out sheet. But if you do decide to stay till 10, be sure you're in here at 10 o'clock sharp. Not in here packing up, in here ready to leave at 10. We got another group of almost 40 people staying tonight from 11 to 5. So we've got a quick turn around here a little bit later on. So if you stay till 10, be sure you're in here ready to be paroled at 10. The tour I'm going to try and keep to about an hour, maybe a little over. Get you acquainted with more or less, your way around this place. Tell you a little bit of history.
We'll
Tell you
have
about
time
some
to
of the
wander
activities
around
we've
too.
experienced in some of these areas.
How do
But
we
I'm
know
going
what
to
we
try and
want
keep
to
it
see
as
most
concise as
instead of
possible,
the
because
tour?
y'all aren't here to hear me flap my gums, right? You're here to hopefully have an experience. So if you stick with me on tour, the faster we get back here and conclude the tour, the more time you have in there
See?
on your own, which again is what you came
Yes.
for. So, but again, we'll get started with that guided tour for those of you who want it here in just a
You
minute.
want to just stay here with people that don't want to go on a tour? I don't want you in here by yourself. You have to come with me. If we go on the tour, then we'll know where to go. Yeah, same. Same. Yeah, we're not going to talk about political issues. Sorry. Leave her alone. Do you have animals?
Yes.
He only does that to people that have animals.
Well, we were just tripping, so
Oh, you were?
yeah, we were flying over before we came here.
Yeah. He's a Puli, which is a Hungarian sheepdog. Yes, ma'am.
Will the hair grow like that, or did you have it done?
No, it grows like that.
Braided.
No, it's locks.
I've never seen a dog like this before. I've seen well, a
They're
lot of
very
mice.
rare in the U.S.
Pretty.
It reminds me of that sheepdog on Looney Tunes. You know,
What was that dog's name? I've been trying to think of it for so long.
don't remember. So it is.
Do you want a shirt, huh? Are you cold? Are you having social anxiety? You sure you don't want a shirt? We'll decide after the tour. Oh, you guys want to see the old Sparky again?
Last time they had one on account.
Hey. You guys didn't have to move. That's okay. I can film around you. What's up there? A gun? Is that a gun tower? Looks like it. Old Sparky was in service from 1951 to 1959. 1951 to 1959. This prison was open a long, long time. Crazy, as much stuff went on. Just look at the door. When the door shuts behind you, it's a scary sound. Scary sound. It was locked. Oh, file footage. Look at this. Oh, I have to back up. Yeah. Not too much.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and get started with the guided tour. Oh, excuse me, I'm sorry. Options keep going back. All right, here we'll get started, so y'all go ahead and follow me. Go ahead inside. Those of you who want the guided tour, please.
You want to hang out at the back? Huh? Looks like everybody's going on the guided tour. Are you guys backseaters too? Oh, that's right. Your friend's still in the bathroom. Janaea.
Good evening. I'd like to officially welcome you all to the West Virginia State Penitentiary. My name's Jason. If you're all four guys, if you have any questions on the tour, for that matter, during your stay, please feel free to ask myself or Tina. Please take all the photos.
Do you want to go?
You get light on the tour or during your stay. Take photos of me. I can't guarantee your camera will keep working, but penitentiary is open.
No, it's not open, Max.
This is the maximum security state prison in West Virginia from 1866 to March 27th, 1995. We closed about 28 years. When it closed, this was still almost 652 men. They about 200 of them had some kind of life sentence. But guys were transferred downstate, Fayette County, to the brand new maximum security Moundsville Correctional Complex. Ironically, though, some of these men never left Moundsville. The reason is, right over on 12th Street is a high-security Northern Regional Correctional Center and jail. So if you happen to hear me mention Mount all over Northern, that's just where these guys are currently incarcerated. Now, I'll tell you, a lot of people nowadays tend to believe a dangerous, a bad prison, like Alcatraz, and those household names, everyone's heard of it. Those of us that work here, we kind of scoff at that. Reason is, yes, Alcatraz was a maximum security prison, a federal prison, but it was only open for 36 years, and during that time, they only had 28 documented deaths of their inmates. Now, our death record started in 1920, so we only had the last 75 years of operation we were documented in that respect. And
Can you guys hear him back here?
1995, there were
Can you hear?
998 deaths on this property. Now, 94 of those were attributed to state sanctioned
998 deaths.
1965, West Virginia didn't have a death penalty in effect. They hanged 85 men on this property and electrocuted 9 of them in Owens Park. That's the chair we have in our lobby. Obviously, hundreds of natural deaths over the years. The prison was built for 800 inmates. In the 1930s, they had over 2,700 men.
Did you hear that?
The area influenza, smallpox spread like wildfire in here.
I'm not talking to you.
There were about 45 documented suicides and about 36 documented murders during that time. Now, they did have hardcore guys out west in Alcatraz, yes. They had it very easy compared to what the men here were experiencing in this prison in Moundsville. Now, I will tell you though, regarding those deaths, a little over 14% of those 998 deaths have no cause of death listed, so that in and of itself is up for interpretation. But usually a suicide in a place like this is an inmate who is found hanging in his cell or in a stairwell found well after the fact. Now the paperwork that the COs have to fill out for a suicide or something like that, we'll say. But then if they have a murder in a place like this, the paperwork they have to fill out is a little more like that. So if you ask someone like me, I'm going to tell you that all of that is up for interpretation. In other words, you can use your own imagination, certainly back in these days. If you ask me, I would bet money that there were worse murders than what was actually documented here. But nonetheless,
Yes.
998. But this is the new south end of the prison. On the guided tour, I'm going to spend most of the time we go on the guided tour, get you acquainted with the north end, which is the Civil War era side behind me. That was all built by the first inmates to arrive here. They built their own prison. Every block of sandstone was cut up and laid by their own hands. That was the side built by for 800. That was the side that ended up with over 2,700. Because of overcrowding is why they had to build this side. And after we make our loop over here, we'll end up over here a little bit later. Get you acquainted with this side, the modern side later. So we'll go ahead and head over to the Civil War era side of the inn. When we go around the corner behind you, there's a rise in the floor, just like you step up here.
That's what I was thinking about.
That's why sometimes we are working here to kind of give this away. There were 3 inmates who came in this room as a nice gesture for little kids. This was a spooky place.
Good correct. Good job.
The little ones had no idea what's going on, right? I mean, it was always a smelly place, let alone the CO of the club some days with shotgun staring at everybody didn't help either. So, I will tell you one of the 3 guys who came in this room was colorblind, and that's why the turtles are wearing the wrong color sashes, and they're holding the wrong weapons. Leonardo and Raphael are switched around, something like that. It's done a nice job anyhow. So it's hard to complain about that when we got the world's most muscular prison unicorn right here. We got beautiful eyelashes, nice biceps. So what's not to love about that guy there? So when the prison was opened, the paper mache display over in the corner was not here. That would have been across the street at the Indian Mountain Museum. That was inmate made. That is the ancient Indian people. And they were the mound builders here in the Ohio Valley over 2,000 years ago. Of course, given our namesake, Moundsville, we used to be Elizabethtown, and then before that, we used to be Grave Creek Flats. But it's hard to miss the Grave Creek Mound. When you roll up to the prison, that mound right across from us is the largest mound of its kind in the continent. It's about 62 feet tall. We have that display back here today because they retired next door after years and years of complaints from parents and teachers about the nudity of those Indians. They asked us if we would please take it back. We said, yes, that's history. It doesn't bother us. So we try to take care of it best we can. The little boy in the display is faceless today. And honestly, there's kind of a funny story about that. About 20 years ago, there were 2 nights members of the U.S. Marines were spending in here. They were trained with night vision goggles. Now, I don't know why one of the Marines was in there to begin with, but he was. And in the darkness, when that man spun around, the butt of his rifle basically knocked the little boy in. So that's why he's faceless. The reason the Marines were here also is because the West Virginia Division of Corrections and Rehabilitation is still in prison. So that's a pretty common thing we have here. We have people from around the world every year that come to train here inside the prison. Military, law enforcement, corrections officials. So with that, not only will you see a faceless little boy over there, but you'll see modern cameras that have been installed. You'll see signs talking about live ammo hazards. If you see any of those, pay no mind to them. That's just irrelevant to the training. Now, for visitation, the room right here behind me, this was bathrooms for inmates and visitors. Stark contrast with today's time. You visit an inmate, visitors have separate bathrooms. You can kind of use your imagination as to why that is, and you'd probably be right. There were actually one man here, his name was Jesse. He fathered 3 children in these bathrooms. So if you were to come in on one of our historical day tours, we would say, hello, how did you hear about us? Come take a tour. And a few years ago, we had a young man who came in. How'd you hear about us? He said, I was conceived in the bathrooms of visitation.
Oh, geez.
I actually took that man, one of his sons, on tour. I told him, I'll show you where your daddy lived. No judgment here.
Oh.
It's one of those things. But y'all have any questions so far? All right. Right in front of the painting in the chimney, there's a little pipe on the floor. Just watch your step so you don't trip over here.
I like that. I can't take pictures and somebody screenshot that, please. Bam. Send it to Lori. Oh, this is cool.
They did it for
So this area, this was known as the MDR, main dining room hallway. Take the door in the middle, including this door right here, we take them into the state shop. That was storage for state issue clothing, bedding, things like that. Also where inmates were allowed when they arrived, strangely not right here to close the beds. But if any of you all have seen this on any of the TV or YouTube shows over the years, you may actually recognize this hallway. Reason is, many of us who work here now prefer to call this the Shadow Man hallway. The reason for that, back in May 2004, my good friend Holly here, Holly was staying the night here, this is about midnight. She's in here by herself, she's heading towards the lobby. She's about halfway down or so when she heard a metallic noise behind her. Of course, as you would, Holly flips around. Right in front of the cafeteria door, she sees a solid black shadow standing there facing her direction. She put her light down here. She said when she did, whatever that thing was appeared to have acknowledged the light. It was kind of like, what's this way doing to me? Now, of course, that's weird enough. She continues walking backwards. She had a Sony Mavica. She raised it. Even though it was a little bit sideways, she took one photo and thankfully captured the shadow we call Shadow Man. Now, we have a copy of it in our museum. For that matter, it's all over Google image search. Now, admittedly, a little before Polly's visit, 1999, MTV was here. They filmed a pilot episode of Fear. That show's been off there for many moons now. You can find our episode of Fear on YouTube. It's a fun show to watch. If you watch it, please don't watch it for the history because they got a lot of it wrong. That's what helped get us recognized nationally in terms of being a supernaturally active, haunted location, whichever you want to call it. And ever since MTV's filming here, you name one of those shows, like I say, I promise you we've had at least once. MTV Fear, most haunted from England, scary, name is off the top of my head. So with any luck, I'll see y'all here later. And I will be candid with y'all somewhat for a second when I tell you I have been visiting the prison well over 14 years. Places haunted. Here or at Walmart. And I like to give that to a disclaimer because honestly, some of the weirdest things I personally have experienced over the years here is on tours like this, where everyone kind of has a mutual experience. So I can't guarantee something will happen on tour or even after tour when you're walking around in here by yourself. But if and when it does happen, we do not charge extra for that.
I want to take a picture of the war.
I know. That was funny. Which hall is the shadow hall? This one? This one? Oh, okay. All right. We get to come back. We got to pay attention. Broken wall. How much drugs was hidden in those walls? Cafeteria. Keep up, keep up, keep up.
So pretty obviously, this is the dining hall. This is the bigger dining hall for the general population inmates, mainline inmates, the guys that really lived on the south end, the new side of the prison when this place closed. This also would have been for your trustee honor inmates, guys like that. They fed 120 men in here every half hour. That's basically half a cell block at a time. All the tables have been since refurbished over at Northern and downtown Olive, but at an angle, you kind of see the squares on the floor. That's where they were bolted down, see through bolted tables. But honestly, the food these guys ate in here actually wasn't half bad. They ate pretty darn well. This was more like a full-service restaurant. Pork chops, hamburger, hot dogs, chicken wings, pizza, pasta dishes. They would serve ham on Easter, and they would cook 200 turkeys for Thanksgiving. So it really wasn't half bad. All that food was cooked and served served by about 25 trustee inmates, honor inmates. And, contrary to popular belief, the food that those inmates fixed was not just delicious, but very safe and clean to eat. That was a very desirable job to work in the kitchen, very cushy job, so to speak. So usually they police themselves. They told me a funny example one day. They had an inmate cooking soup, a mouse ran by, for whatever reason, he picked the mouse up and he threw it into the soup. The other guys that watched him do that started throwing pots and pans at him, kind of hitting, because it was an understood, unspoken thing back there, like, don't screw it up for us, right? Because if one guy jeopardized his job in the kitchen, they put them all under more scrutiny and maybe compromise someone else as well. And that's why they had to build a wall over the corner of that diagonal wall. The food was so good here, every day, many of the officers and staff would pay $1.05 plus tax to eat the same food with these guys. Of course, the guys and gals who work here, they're locals, they know that's what. Can't get a better meal in Moundsville cheaper than $1.05. The only reason they had to eat behind a wall was so they wouldn't have 120 men over here staring at them. You can imagine you have 20 officers over there, 120 convicts here, staring. That's going to add to the tension. Who knows what, if anything, that. So that's how they put them themselves in the corner. Again, the cameras in here and the microphones dropping down are not original. They've only been here for about 17, 18 years or so. But you'll see those throughout the rest of the facility, and again, being aligned. This and the kitchen, over the years at times, is an active area in the penitentiary. There's no stories of anything too traumatic happening in here, nothing too significant that I can find. I'm a straight shooter about the facts and history unless I see it documented. I don't like to say it as gospel. I know Penitentiary is going to have some fights, some stabbings, things like that going on in here, but in terms of death, none I can substantiate. But you get a lot at times, a lot of shuffling, movement in here. Usually sounds of footsteps in the kitchen. Personally, I find you get a lot of shuffling noises over on the left-hand side where the dishwashing machines are over there. If you have any Ovilus or PX devices, things like that, Spirit Box even, we've had some pretty interesting results come through those devices in the kitchen specifically. And over between the kitchen door and those two windows, we've had a lot of shadow activity, shadow play, as I like to say, visibly seen and photographed day and night. If you want to see one of the photos that was captured of a shadow in that corner, catch up with me after tour. I got one on my phone with me. But again, whatever the reason, this seems to be kind of active. People ask me why. Well, who knows, really? Who knows? But you think about these guys, they probably had good memories in here, right? They're eating good food. Plus, this was the only area to speak of they had access to each day with AC and heat. So the housing units could be in the 40s in the winter. The hottest documented temperature that was recorded here was in July on the 4th tier of the cell block, 130 degrees. So again, this would have been a nicer 68. So they did appreciate this. Real quick, just so you kind of get acquainted and kind of the better light right now, we're going to just kind of make one big loop in the kitchen. I'm also going to go back and turn a light off that day shift forgot to turn off. But when we go in the kitchen, and certainly later when it gets a little darker, just please watch your step. There's a lot of tripping hazards back there that you'll see. Just be careful. If you happen to walk into one of the walk-in freezers in the back, be aware they're not reefer units, so it doesn't have that little pusher on the inside. You will be locked inside there unless someone can open you up from the outside. So keep that in mind. But we're going to make kind of a quick loop to the kitchen, then we're going to head out to the yard.
Can you hear now? Is that better? I thought it sounds loud in here. I thought you could hear while I walked around, but let me know. I'll stay closer if that's better. I don't want you to miss this wonderful artwork, though. Awesome. Uh-oh. Oh, I like how they did that. Incorporated the windows into that design. Yes, it's the America's most haunted prison, they say. I don't know any prison that has good food. I'm questioning that statement. Ooh. Ew. get. I don't think he's doing much talking or walking. I'll try to find him again. We're doing a circle. Let me know if you feel any spooky vibes. We can come back later. We can come back when we're done. There's a freezer. Well, duh. No.
Well, he did say they made good food.
Yeah, so built for 800 and they had 2,500. That's craziness. But they want to, he's claiming they had enough food. Oh, thank you. Am I straggling again?
This is all the north yard. The distance behind you, you'll see what resembles a church steeple, but that is the north wagon gate. That's actually the very original prison. Everything started there. The first 100 or so inmates who arrived here would be living in the north wagon gate like sardines, but they lived on 3 rows of double bunk beds on both floors while they, more importantly, built this side of the penitentiary. So every single block of sandstone over here, as I said earlier, was cut, beveled, and laid by inmates' hands. Painstaking effort for them, ironically, to build the place that would incarcerate them, but they put pride into this work. And when we're on the south end later, you get a closer look at the south end. That was all built by contractors with machine cut stone. You'll see what I mean. It does not hold a candle to the quality and character of the north end and its construction. Now, the Moundsville Penitentiary was loosely modeled after our sister prison up in Illinois, Joliet State Prison. That was featured at the beginning of Blues Brothers with Dan Aykroyd and John Belushi. That's where Elwood picked Jake up from, Joliet Jake. Both prisons are gorgeous examples of Gothic Revival style architecture, resembling a castle with the embattlements and turrets and the crenellations. Obviously, this was built in a different time of the world, but the idea was to make this somewhat menacing and ominous, a place you did not want to end up in. Now, of course, you can tell the blue building is modern. That is from 1972. That would have been West Virginia Industries building, basically a big factory. They had a couple hundred guys who had jobs in here. They could work in welding, electrical,
It was
woodworking,
fully
photography, automotive shops. They converted books to Braille, and they made license plates and highway signs inside that building. Now, in our museum, we have a 1982 license plate. You gotta check out this evening. It's a little bit yellow. Well, they made quite a many yellow plates here that year because inmates had been peeing in the paint. And the reason they were urinating in the paint was they knew that the ammonia in their urine would gradually cause license plates to crack and peel from exposure to the sun over time. Well, those same men, they made piecework. So they realized, you know, hey, the more P plates we make, the more new plates we have to make. That's our job security. So pretty slick, pretty smart stuff. You know, there's the preconceived notion that prisoners are dumb people. While many of them may have made dumb choices, sure, they still had the mental capacity and the intelligence to have led a better, more productive life for themselves. So again, it's a shame, really. The Department of Corrections, they have some offices in that building now. There's also some training classrooms in that building. But most of that building is used today as our event center. You name it, we have it in there. I always like to say this is the only prison you can have this much fun in, and it's just about the truth. We have small-scale little concerts in there, MMA fights, blood drives, gun shows, benefit dinners like charity, steak fries, things like that. Class reunions. My personal favorite event that we host over there are weddings. Usually every year we have 2 or 3 couples that want to get married here in the prison. And a lot of people say, no, 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 that's way too weird. I don't. I personally couldn't think of a better place I'd like to receive my life sentence. All right.
Dad
Trust
joke.
me, I've got a weird sense of humor. We're going to work our way towards the north wagon gate.
Make prison fun again.
Now these fences right here, we call these bullpens, but kind of imagine these gone and in the same spot, a two-story brick building. That would have been the death house. They built it here back in 1899, cost the state about $7,000 to build back then. But that is where all those 94 state-sanctioned executions were performed, all the 85 hangings and 9 electrocutions. Now, one very bizarre thing to know about the death penalty here in West Virginia, specifically these executions, was that until June of 1931, you could have came here on the day of a hanging. You would walk through the north wagon gate with your kids in a picnic basket. They charge you $2 over there, and you could go in there and watch them hang somebody. Again, it was a different world back then, but the local newspaper would advertise the hangings, and they would literally say things like, pack a picnic, bring your family to the state pen to enjoy a nice hanging. They done that till June of 31. They executed Frank Heyer. Frank Heyer had beat his wife to death with a baseball bat. He was a little over 5'8", and weighed about 350 pounds. Now, when they hang a man, if it's done correctly, the rope should be measured on a calculation of height and weight, but his rope was too long. Drop doors open, Frank instantly decapitated in front of a group of people, paid $2 to be there. Yes, they got their money's worth that day, but it was one of many lessons learned the hard way. After that, executions were by invitation only. So that would have been then for the relatives of the inmate, relatives of the victim, and 2 or 3 members of the media otherwise allowed to watch. 1965, West Virginia abolished the death penalty, no longer had a purpose for the death house. There has been talk of reinstating capital punishment here, and it's been just that, a lot of talk. So 2 years later, 1967, Warden Bowles, Otto Bowles, had the death house torn out. Now, the bullpens we have here today, these were the recreation yards for the North Hall Housing Unit. That was segregation, basically meaning that was for the guys that could not be trusted to safely live in general population over on Mainline. These were the guys that could have been in trouble for minor rule violations, or they could have been in trouble for something as serious as escaping, inciting a riot, starting a fire, killing an inmate, stabbing an inmate, whatever. It was for the most violent inmates, not just here, but all of West Virginia's prison system. These are the guys that were locked down 22.5 hours a day in their cells. So they would only be brought out until you had about 4 inmates in each bullpen to get 1 hour a day out here of daily rec time. Really a testament to how dangerous and violent these guys were, because a lot of these guys knew they were never leaving prison alive. They felt they no longer had anything to live for, made them very careless and extremely dangerous. That's why the inmates called this the Alamo. They said it was their last stand. This was hell on earth. But that razor wire, it looks like it was installed last week. That is from 1987. That is military grade stainless steel concertina wire, like what's used in combat. It's designed to bleed you out. Every inch of it is razor. Butterfly-shaped meat hooks on it are designed to embed into your muscle fibers and do more damage if they get caught in you. It's nasty stuff. Now, from what they tell me, that was manufactured by Gillette Razor Company, which, you know, when you take a good look at it, you can tell that's the best the man can get. It's not half bad. Like I say, I got a lot of cheesy jokes, all right? Bear with me. So, but we're going to be in North Hall here in just a second. I'll tell you a little more about
West
that here in just a moment.
Virginia
But I'd like for you
Penitentiary.
all to get a chance to see what's behind the Industries building here. Right behind the Industries building is a small blue building that would have been like an arts and crafts building at the time of the closure here. But we're going to use our imagination once more. Picture, again, another two-story brick building over in that northeast corner. That would have housed around 100 female inmates here. Until 1947, the pen was co-ed. Men, women, and children are here over the years. The youngest inmate I ever discovered was 12 years old. He was a convicted murderer, Tommy Williams. He was here in the late 50s, early 60s. He had 8 years because they had a Youth Offenders Act back then. I met that gentleman a couple of years ago. Gentleman now, he's up in age. But when the ladies were here, they done their best to keep them separate from these guys. Some of them did have babies in prison. You can read between the lines. But again, they would have been over there. Now, if you were to ask me, the most infamous inmate in Moundsville's history that was incarcerated here was one of those ladies. A woman by the name of Kathleen Maddox. Y'all recognize Kathleen Maddox? You want to recognize that name? Charlie Manson's mother.
Ah.
Charlie Manson's mom, Kathleen, and his uncle Luther Maddox. They were both here for a few years for armed robbery because back in the 30s, they were in Charleston, West Virginia, and her and Luther had robbed a gas station with a broken ketchup bottle. They got him a few years here. Now, at the time, Charlie's about 6, 7 years of age. He's growing upriver from us in a little town called McMecken, and with his Aunt Glenna. And he was here a lot as a kid visiting his mom. That's why on YouTube, I always forget the interviewer, but it's one of his early interviews in prison in San Quentin. At one point, they say, "Charlie, what about your mother?" Charlie says, "My mother's the icebox. My mother's the penitentiary." He's talking about this place. So to me, I see that as his thought association. When he thought of his mom, he's seen this place in his mind's eye. Now, still to this day, he has family who lives nearby. So because of that, March 1983, Charlie Manson wrote a letter to the warden here, Donald Bordenkircher, requesting transfer from Vacaville, California to Moundsville State to put him close to his folks.
Vacaville.
Now, we have a copy of that letter in our museum. You got to check it out. Now, Bordenkircher, the warden he wrote, had a reputation as being a very tough warden. He talked tough. If you ask me, probably one of the best they had. He's very firm, but very, very fair. And in true fashion, Bordenkircher wrote back, "Dear Charlie, when hell freezes over, no favors from Manson here in Moundsville. But I can tell you before he moved to California, he was actually married in a nearby courthouse to Rosalie. She was from Cadiz, Ohio. It's not too very, very far away. So we have some, like I said earlier, some strange Manson trivia. The ladies were sent downstate near Virginia to a prison for women in Penn Springs. That was 1947. So that's really when they left here. But nowadays, most of them have been transferred to the Salem Correctional Center. So as you can tell now, that building has been repurposed into the Marshall County Adult Education Center, where they'll do like GED classes and things like that. So it's nice in the respect that ever since 1866, when the prison opened, never once has there really been a period of time where this place is set vacant and without serving some kind of purpose or another. Literally after the last inmates left in March of '95, not even 2 weeks later, they start training in here. Barely a year after that's when we started doing the tours that we still do now. So again, it's nice in that respect that the prison's been used for something since 1866 and it hasn't just been left here to kind of on its own. So, like too many historical locations are nowadays. So, do y'all have any questions? All right. So again, the North Hall has 165 by 7 by 7 cells in them. It is made of battleship steel type material. These guys are fed breakfast, lunch, and dinner on plasticware inside their cells. The only time they would leave North Hall, for example, to come to the bullpens, they're escorted out no more than 2 at a time at most, but they're strip searched first, escorted out, and like I said, you have a handful in each bullpen. They get 1 hour, they go back in, strip search them again, and usually take them straight back to their house for the next 22 and a half hours. 3 to 4 days a week, though, they would get about a 10-minute shower. So other than that, like say in modern times, this would be known as the SHU, Security Housing Unit, or RHU, Restricted Housing Unit. Once more, it's very similar to solitary, but with the exception that they do get to go out an hour a day and like I say, have a few showers every week. You're going to see a lot of cell writing in
Where
these
the
cells this
snitches
evening.
go.
It's all original from the inmates, the way they left it in 95, at least 99% of it. Obviously tonight, if you want to step into cells, by all means do. Just please don't close the doors in North Hall. Some of these will lock. And if there's anyone here tonight that knows where the keys would be, it would be me, and I don't know where they are. So that's something I don't even think the fire department could do. So please don't close the doors in North Hall. But other than that, you're welcome to step in. When we go in North Hall, you're going to see the first 4 cells are separate from everybody else. And the reason for that is those were the 4 highest ranking gang members of the Aryan Brotherhood here, the AB. They operate like organized crime in penitentiaries. They're very, very dangerous people who kill anyone who's in their way. They ran this place basically in the last 10 years of its operation. When you walk in from this side, the first cell you will approach was the leader of that gang here, William Snyder, who everyone called Red. He shot his father and the father of his sister's boyfriend. Killed a couple guys here himself. Very feared, very respected inmate. Red was the kind of convict he would tell COs, don't get in my way, we'll get along. But there's a guy here that gives you trouble, tell me who they are, give me some smokes, I'll kill them for you. They took him at his word. 2 cells down from Red was his buddy Russell Lassiter. They called him Rusty. He was in for grand larceny, but he was segregated because he was involved with a stabbing in the GP. Now, Red and Rusty were the only 2 guys of those 4 high rankers allowed on this yard together for a short time, a year or 2. They thought they were keeping each other out of trouble. In the afternoon, November 16th, 1992, just before they came out here, Red took some drugs, like he always would. If he had drugs, he'd take them so he had a high on the yard. He had Valiums on this day. He gets very high on them. All right, so there's a 2-stage lock on these doors. And we were inside, I'll very quickly show you that. But because that 2-stage lock, by the time their doors are open, the CO's all the way at the other end of the cell block. Well, Rusty walked out as he always would. He goes up, he looks in at Red, and he asked Red once or twice, if he's ready to walk outside with him. But Red was, visually impaired from the Valium. He was defenseless. They said he was moving in slow motion, speaking nonsense, slurred speech. Rusty stepped inside a Red's cell. He pulled out a dull shank, and he stabbed Red 37 times in his chest, neck, and face. He stabbed so many times in his throat. Red asphyxiated and drowned on his blood beneath his bunk. If you ask us who work here now, we'll tell you Red is certainly, we believe, one of the active residents here. He loves tobacco. A lot of people like to leave cigarettes for him in hopes of getting a rise out of him, whatever. If you do that, that's fine, whatever floats your boat. But I can tell you he loved soap operas, specifically Days of Our Lives. If you want to talk to him about that, if you want to talk to Red, he has been known to respond intelligently over the years, electronically, through digital audio in the form of what's known as an EVP, electronic voice phenomena, as well as, once more, intelligently respond through K2s and static proximity meters, REM pods, things like that. His cell says Aryan Brotherhood in it and all that. And again, when you go in this door, he's the first cell you'll approach. There's very low hanging clearance in here, so some of you will need to watch your head. Other than that, just watch your step.
Thank you. Ooh, it's dark in here.
That guy would have hated me.
Barely, bro.
We'll have to come back here with a flashlight.
Was one of the 3 guys that was murdered in the 80s. He was a guy who killed records. His name was Jeff Atkins. And in here, they wanted him dead for what he done.
Yeah.
And that was down in the new wall that we'll be before long. But anyway, they pulled a power cord out of the back of the TV. They hanged him over the 3rd tier. And that didn't last too long. The cord snapped before he could choke to death. And he landed. I'm sure he broke some bones, but still alive. And inmates at that time then took him up to the 4th tier now.
It's that one, yeah.
They held him out from the 4th tier, again down in Newell, but they held him out by his ankles. So, his head first, they dropped him. And there was an inmate who witnessed that. His name is Donald Lane. I don't know how he'll die there. But Donald had witnessed Jeff being dropped the second time.
Look, do you guys understand how small this cell is? I read it on the
At that
wall.
time, his skull fractured, and his head basically blossomed open like a pumpkin. And they had a group of inmates come up and humiliated his body as he was passing away. That is
Tell them how small this is.
The head bursting open, it sounds like the worst part. I promise you it's not. That's the story that gives me goosebumps.
What's in there? What's in there?
Let some other people get there. Get me out of the way. His is the most decorated walls of all. This one, what does that say?
Diane.
So you see how small these cells are? Again, the prison originally was built for 800 men. And back in the 20s and 30s, they had over 2,700 inmates. And in those days, these exact same cells housed 3 men each. So back then, there would have been 2 bunks in each one. And the weakest of the 3 inmates slept on a mattress on the floor.
3
Why do I
people
say
in
weakest?
there.
Well,
3.
why do I say that? In a place like this, you use your imagination. These grown men are not going to pull straws or flip a coin to see who sleeps on the floor. 3 men per cell. Now, again, problem is South Hall, the new end of the penitentiary, new walls wasn't completed until 1959 because of overcrowding. So for all we know, there could have been 3 men per cell for longer than we believe, but certainly in the 20s and 30s. In modern times, when this was locked up, that's when they kept 1 man per cell, 22 and a half hours a day. Being hole at the bottom of the doors where they were fed and given their medicine. That 2-stage lock I told you all about, halfway down you've got a key lock. Takes a crutch key. Second stage of the lock is the steel bar up top. It goes from one end of the tier down to the other. That's called the slam bar. That's the reason prisons are called the slammer. Very popular locking mechanism in prisons of this era, but they used it even in 95. A lot of officers preferred it. It is more time consuming, but it's very secure and it's foolproof compared to electronic cells on the new side that are prone to malfunctioning, doing funky things in power surgery. That's why, still to this day, that thing works. On the other side of the fence was the gun walk, where you'd have an officer pacing back and forth with a 12-gauge shotgun. He or she, if need be, could move up to the crow's nest to have a better line of sight on the upper tiers. You got 4 tiers here. This is B block. Street side is mirrored. It's A block, A, B block. So, if you want to go to A block later, obviously, by all means, please do so. I will give you a little disclaimer. About a month ago, Department of Corrections were in here doing some training, and they were shooting pepper balls off over on A block. And unfortunately, some of that's still over there. So if you walk over there and you kick some of that up, you're going to get basically the effect of pepper spray, except in a powder form. So if you go over to A block, do that at your own risk. Exactly. So it's not necessarily painful, but you just can't stop sneezing. Your nose starts running. Trust me, I've been there, done that. It's not fun. But if you want to go over there, you're welcome to do that. So this evening, you got to check out number 9. That was home to one of the tattoo artists here. That was Danny Alexander's cell, but they called him Scrappy. He was 19 when he got here in 1987. He was here for attempted murder, but Scrappy now lives in Moundsville. He's on Facebook even. So you may run into him here later this evening when you leave the prison. But in our museum, we have one of his khakis. Got a lot of his artwork on it. Now, if y'all have Hulu at home, I'm sure you do, there's a Stephen King type of show on Hulu that was filmed here years ago called Castle Rock. If you watch season 1, episode 2, 3, and 4 Castle Rock, you will recognize virtually everywhere in the prison, but without spoiling it, you will recognize number 9, Scrappy's cell. Bill Skarsgård is the actor who plays Pennywise, Stephen King's It clown. If you watch it, you'll see Bill Skarsgård in Scrappy's cell.
Leave her.
Little Hollywood action for you. There's also a triangular hole in the wall between 8 and 9 that was cut out. Very commonly, they would do that to pass dope or shanks from one to the next in hopes of not getting caught with it, certainly. If you look at that particular one, though, in here in the 8 and 9, if you ask me, I think that's where they watch TV together.
Oh, really? My batteries are checking before we left.
Time ain't no friend of mine. Oh, man. It's crazy. Crazy, crazy. Come here. There's no TV. Leave it. You're fine. Welcome. Oh, sorry. Talking about showers. Oh, sorry, behind you.
One CEO told me if you had an inmate in there taking a shower, maybe that inmate had gas in his vomit, feces in his face that day, he's going to wait till you lather with body wash and shampoo and shut the water off on it. You can use your imagination. And again, this is your old-fashioned cell block. This is outdated. In a brand new facility, it does not look anything like this in a brand new prison. Now they have dorms, dormitories, but more commonly what they call pods, which usually are no higher than 2 tiers, usually, fashioned in a V or like a horseshoe shape. That way you have an area right in the middle for an officer to have a better line of sight on all the doors. Right back in the days of the cell block, the cells facing outwards, you physically need more staffing to see just what's going on. So, I can tell you all that the 2 most violent areas, 2 most dangerous areas to work in for an officer or staff when this place closed was North Hall and the SPU psych unit. We'll be up there in a little bit. Just from 1980 to 1995, there were 6 murders just in here in the last 15 years of the operation. This was a very, again, that's why they call it the Alamo. This was it. This was hell on earth. Had the death penalty not been abolished, a lot of these guys probably would have been executed, more or less. It's a very, very dangerous area. And that's why we're surrounded by casing and everything else, again, with protection from projectiles. If you can imagine these men throwing something at you, I can promise you they would. If you can imagine them doing something to someone, I can promise you it happened in here. Most convicts know what's good for them and what's not. What I mean by that is most convicts are not going to rush an officer and try and start a problem with an officer. They know what will happen. These guys in here would. They would do it without rhyme or reason. So, scary place. Get a lot of activity in here, a lot of disembodied voices, a lot of footsteps, shuffling.
No,
We get a lot
come.
of shadow activity here in the day room specifically. Good area to spend time in.
Oh,
Y'all have any questions?
Is there any way we can go upstairs and visit the other, like, go look at all the other cells that are on the higher tiers?
Unfortunately, in the north hall, those upper tiers are closed off, and down in the general population, all 4 tiers are all open. But yeah, behind here, the only reason those are closed off is because the walkways upstairs are, a lot of those are steel. A lot of them, there's some pitted areas and kind of dangerous. Down in the wall, it's all concrete, where you see you go everywhere in there. All right, y'all like to step in the doorway here.
what are you looking for, dude?
Hey, animal sense
No,
things.
no peeing on the floor. No. No,
Oh, how cute.
no peeing. He's looking for some.
Hey, animal sense things that humans can't. Have you guys been up in the upstairs in the infirmary yet, or no?
No. I gotta catch up. Come on, we're always behind. Some beat up old pans. Oh, there's. It's crazy with the wire on top. Miklos, what's wrong? Huh? You getting nervous? What's going on?
So this is the center of the old administration building.
This way.
They had to do a lobby
This way.
back in the day. This immediate area, we prefer to call the wheel, just for the strange contraption right here in the middle, which is basically an old-fashioned revolving door. It was installed in 1894, and it ran on a trolley car motor. That's why there's a spindle up top that would have had a cloth belt wrapped around it. Now, the wheel in the north bifurcate were the main entrance and exits in and out of this place for anybody and everybody. There are only 2 of those on Earth, and last I heard, the other one is still in operation over in Manchester, England at H.M. Strangeways. That's another prison. Now, if you have Netflix at home, I'm sure some of y'all do. Netflix was here a few years ago, and they filmed a show called Mindhunter. It's a series on FBI profilers. If you watch season 1 of Mindhunter, they have an episode on Richard Speck, and in the background of the Speck episode, you will see the wheel, and you'll also see some of the cell blocks down in Newwall that will be in here before the end of the guided tour. So, like I say, a little more Hollywood action for you. From here, I'm going to get y'all acquainted with the area right below your feet, which is actually the darkest part of the penitentiary, what we call the hole, which is solitary confinement.
Let me turn my light off. Sorry. Oh, now we can't see. But that's rude with the light on. Ooh, Miklos, stop, man. I like this. Wow. There's just too many smells. He smells He wants to smell all the smells. Miklos, get out the way.
Now, I'll admit, this is the part before where I kind of have to turn into a limp for a minute. The reason is because this is one of our back caves, and what I'm going to do, I've done this a lot before, is I'm going to tell you all about this area, and if you decide you want to check it out later, you can do so. But I'm not going to take you in there. Plus, with all of us together, it's going to be cramped, it's going to be madness, let alone, God forbid, we stir the bats, which happens sometimes. We estimate there's probably 3 or 4 dozen that live down here. If you're like me and you don't like bats, I better not go down there. I'm not telling you not to, but if you have a problem with bats like me, I'm definitely afraid of them. Just save yourself a grief. Plus, these steps are very wet, so anytime you go down tonight, please watch your step. These steps are kind of sketchy, let alone slick. Also, always remember your head here is low clearance, so it's easy to get a knot on your forehead. But until about 1959, this was solitary confinement. This was called the Hole. This was more like a dungeon, truly. Inmates that were brought down here were shackled to the walls by their wrists and left in more or less a half-standing position, anywhere from overnight. The longest I read they kept men down here was over a month at a time. Even in the noonday sun, when they closed the front 3 doors, you could barely see your hand in front of your face. There's an old book that very graphically details the conditions here early on in the operation. It was written by an inmate here. It's called Trail of the Dead Years, written by Earl Duddy. And in Trail of the Dead Years, he described how some of the men that were placed down here went blind, and many of them, even more of them, went crazy down here. Again, this was a dungeon. Now, when they completed the south end of the penitentiary around 1959, they repurposed this basement area. They cleaned it up, they installed electricity and lights, and it was turned into a boiler room and an overall general maintenance area and a tool room. Now, they had a trustee inmate who practically lived down here. His name was Robert Daniel Wall, R.D. Wall, as he was better known. Would cut the grass, he would take care of the boilers and the tool room and all that, and in return they allowed him to live down here. Well, the problem for R.D. was that the other inmates here considered him one of the warden's go-to snitches. So like one of the warden's favorite snitches, so to speak. I mean, he wasn't just an informant, he was one of the informants. Of course, you know anything about prison, if you're considered an informant, a rat, whether you are one or not, it's just as bad for you. October 8, 1979, this is around midnight. 2 inmates, Charlie Plants and Billy Cremines. They managed to gain access down into the hole. They snuck in on R.D. at the time. He was in the back corner of his room using the bathroom. They started to attack him. He got up, he broke free momentarily, trying to make a dash out of his room. He did not make it out of his room. They brutally murdered him in his room. Of course, he missed morning count. So he wasn't discovered until about 6:30 in the morning. Officers are, where's R.D.? He's missed count. This is unlike him. About 6:30 they come down, they found R.D. laying face down in the middle of his room. The tips of some of his fingers were severed, and he was virtually decapitated. Of course, no murder in a place like this is whack him in the head and call it a day. It's always overkill. It's to make a statement type of murder. So usually it's common to see brutal slashings and eyes gouged and dismemberments or decapitations, things like that. It's just overkill is basically the norm. Now I will tell you all that at times this seems to be a very active area. Some people consider this a hot spot, as they say. All I can tell you is I've seen all kinds of wild stuff go on down there. Usually it's battery drain. On cameras, cell phones, flashlights, electronics, I always encourage people, when and if you go down there, it wouldn't hurt to check your levels on the way down and then check them on the way back out, see if you have any substantial drain. Just as commonly, we have physical contact. If I had a nickel for every time I've taken men and women down there day and night and see people being touched, I would be a rich man. The only difference is usually guys are touched on their arm or side or back. Ladies, usually you'll have some type of sensation or touch around your face, neck, or have your hair played with. Extremely common. And again, we don't know any better, so we just attribute a lot of that to RD, but there is a concentration of that type of activity in this area. Since I'm not taking you down there, you know, if you decide you want to check it out later, there's no way you can get lost. It is extremely simply laid out. So you've got a hallway that forms across. It's just a T, and you got 4 rooms off that hallway. When you go in, the first room on your left is very clearly a boiler room. The one on your right was the maintenance room and the maintenance office and the tool room, excuse me. And then you continue on back. The room in the back left corner was RD's room. You can't miss it because there's seats in there. There's old plastic flowers people have left as a little gift. And the room on the far back corner was storage. And you'll know it when you go in because it's got the old trolley car motor that operated the wheel upstairs. So RD's room is the one in the far back left corner. Again, you won't miss it. Because you can't get lost in there if you try it. So, but again, just use your own caution if you go down there tonight. Just watch your step. Obviously, it's very, very dark. So, you know, you'll just definitely want to make sure you have a light or something ready. So, y'all have any questions? All right, so from here, we're going to head upstairs to the medical unit, to the infirmary and psychiatric unit.
Oh. Excuse me.
Now, everyone watch your step on these stairs in here. These stairs are a little bit sketchy, so just please be careful.
When you drive up to this place from down the street and come around the corner, it's a very ominous presence right away. I don't know, you think we should go in the Bat Cave? Absolutely. Absolutely, we should go in the Bat Cave. Oh, sorry, y'all. Oops. What the hell? How does that get... Wait, Nicholas. How does that... There. Got it. It's muggy in here. Damp. Can smell the mildew.
Here in the infirmary, you have everything 24/7. Doctors, optometrists, get them to stop like twice a week for a couple hours. Psychologists, psychiatrists once a week for a couple hours. And keep in mind, that with the serviceable population, there's never less than 652 men. When this prison closed, and we took a court order, but the Supreme Court, they described the health care here as grossly inadequate. They did the best they could for these men. They just didn't have a lot of resources. A lot of times they had to call an ambulance, have these guys sent over to Glendale to Reynolds Hospital. Now it's WVU Hospital. The first room that we passed on the right, or looking back, the last room on the left was the emergency room. Across from that, basically, you had your dental unit. your dental program. Those college kids who tend to teach the inmates. You imagine that y'all got experience with them. Then you have a room right there with windows, that was isolation for anyone with contagious illness. Across from that, you got your x-ray department. If you ask me, my personal opinion, this is consistently the most active area, the most active floor.
I know, I'm trying to.
There's not one typical kind of activity up here.
Oh,
Up here, not like that. One is usually hurt from the stairwell. Personally, 9 times out of 10, my experience running is from the sideboard stairs behind me, way down behind me. You get this body of voices in your knees, physical contact. You have visual sightings in here. Over the years, it's just about as anything that I haven't experienced and actually documented up here. So, again, I was before, but getting off, we have a lot of pattern in life.
Oh,
And I will tell you that I encourage people, when you walk up here, spend 3 to 5 minutes kind of quietly acclimating to your surroundings, because the ductwork here sometimes is known to expand and contract with the heat and whatnot, and it makes a sound that, to me, I describe as metallic popcorn. A lot of people think it's paranormal. I promise you it's not. But if you take a few minutes, there's a good chance you may hear some of that metallic popcorn type of noise, and that way you can hear that, because it's the noise that's louder than that we cannot determine and we can't understand where the origins are. So, just to keep in mind. But we're going to continue on to the infirmary. Through this door is a large room. If we can board.
West Virginia Penitentiary or Moundsville Prison.
Special programs unit.
West Virginia Penitentiary. The most haunted prison in the United States.
I'll tell you, there's a small bed about the size of it over here.
I'm out. We're coming back here. We're coming back here when it's dark. Just so you know.
whenever you guys were in that corner room, because of the way the room was laid out, how empty it is, by the time it bounced towards where we were staying, honestly, it sounded like a song.
Ooh, look at this one. I'll have to turn the light on.
Anything? No.
There you go, Lori. You're fine. It's too much. It's overstimulating. It's too much to look at. And I'm trying to learn as much as I can before I thank you for that. Before.
This is all psychic, you know. If you ask an inmate, they would probably call this fantasy island. For a lot of you call this fantasy island because a lot of Thorazine and Holocaust, a lot of drugs used up here, so usually they're doped up here. A lot easier for us to take these guys, calm them down. Granted, you could have 15 or so beds in there, and yes, you could have inmates 4 pointed down or restrained down, but not always. You see, you have 2 officers work this floor, one in the infirmary, one here in psych. Now, he or she that worked here in psych unit, they would have had a nightstick, a baton to protect themselves, because these guys weren't always, again, restrained down. They could get up and walk around with the officer, and then the nurses, staff, people like that. I've heard a lot of stories, really crazy stories of them just freaking out, and they kind of have to have a little, tumble with the inmate and hold them down until they can come out of here and give them a shot to calm them down. A lot of guys that ended up here were suicidal and self-mutilators. Yes, of course, but you also did have inmates with, mental illness, and as they would describe, criminally insane. But most of the guys that ended up here were guys that would do things to their own bodies. Again, a lot of nasty stories of that type of stuff. of guys eating, light bulbs, cutting their throats, cutting their wrists. They had a guy here who last I seen is still at Mount Olive. He's going to die there for a murder conviction. His name is Danny. But here back in the day, they called Danny Tree Man. And the reason is he would take his state-issued razor blade, because they required these guys to shave each day. And he took his state-issued razor blade and he cut his throat so many times over the years, the scar tissue on his neck looked like tree bark. So they call him Tree Man. Now here's the kicker.
Wow.
Just a few years ago, one of the officers from Mount Olive told me that he actually talked the state into providing him plastic surgery to repair his neck. So if you live in West Virginia, that's where your tax money's going to.
Aw.
So, again, same claims of activity here in the psych unit as you have over in the infirmary. Again, honestly, really the whole 9 yards up here. When you go through the door behind me, you've got 2 rooms on your left, and on your right, they're more treatment rooms, observation rooms. The first room on your right through this doorway has 2 small cells in it. They're not padded cells, but the closest thing they had to them here. They were basically used for suicide watch. If they felt an inmate trying to take their life, they'd strip them stark naked and put them in there for a few hours till they calmed down or the medicine took effect. The only thing in those cells is a light up in the ceiling behind a cage, a drain on the floor, and a shower head on the wall. There's a hatch on the wall next to the doorway, and in the event they had to, they could open up the hatch and attach water hoses, force water into the cells. A lot of the guys that were in there, some of them at least, there's stories of them making messes, sometimes rubbing feces in their eyes, in their mouth, all over the walls, things like that. So if that were to happen, shove water in there to more or less for their protection. So, but this Pepto-Bismol pink paint that you see in here, this was put in when this was psych unit, when it became psych unit, and the idea was they said this was a common collar for them. Personally, I think that's probably an outdated belief, but I don't know. That could maybe be arguable. But
Not the pink.
Sure enough. Any questions so far? All right, so from here we got a couple more stops before I'm out of your hair. We're going to head down to the new side of the penitentiary that was built by contractors from 1929 to 1959. We're going to head over where general population lived.
See that pink paint? Pepto-Bismol pink. Of all the pinks they could choose, right? At least we're going down. Oof. Some kind of smell here. Come on, people are behind you, dude. Come on. Here, I know what's going on. I know what you guys go. Wait, you can't be stalling on the stairway, dude. Wait. I didn't know there was that many people with us. I smell popcorn. Who has popcorn?
Austin! We're gonna leave you. Kenny, come on, come on.
Now, what's going on with these stairs, huh? Can we go now? Can we go now? Are we good?
No, there was that dog room, that chair, all in the corner.
I don't know what the hell. You guys, he's like sniffing every single step. What are you doing? What are you smoking? Oops. Uh-oh.
I was waiting for you. Thank you. I didn't mean to get left that far behind. I was like, I didn't see you. I was in the slate for it.
Back at me. Did you lose somebody? Oh, it's muggy out here too, so.
This is all south yard. Earlier on the north yard, we were on the other side of the central wall, keeping in mind that was the original south wall until 1929 when they started building this side of the prison. That's why when you look at this wall from an angle, we'll see it's got like a slant to it. They never imagined that this side of the prison ever exists. So this side looks, again, much different from the north where this is built by contractors. It's not inmates. South yard, mainline yard, is general population inmates. They didn't have it nice. They had it a heck of a lot better than the guys in the North Hall. Spend most days out here. Everything is original school bus, prison bus, the officer force. Those are here for training for law enforcement and corrections. The exercise bars on the weight pad are not original. Those are actually movie props from 2013. Christian Bale, Woody Harrelson were here, and they were filming Out of the Furnace. So if you watch Out of the Furnace, you recognize different areas here in the prison. For sake of time, I won't take you into the chapel. Of course, if you want, please check it out later. There's nothing original in there. The views inside the chapel tonight are actually movie props from Hulu's Castle Rock, when they filmed Castle Rock here. But that was an all-faith chapel actually built by the inmates back about 1980. And at times, even local churches used to come in and have service with these men. So, you know, very important area for some of these guys. Now, in the event of, you know, a day when it's maybe below freezing, blizzard, thunderstorm, whatever, bad weather, they'd have an indoor rec room for mainline inmates that they could take them into, you know, off of the yard in groups of upwards of 100 for a couple hours to get them out of the elements. And we're going to get ready to head down there. I'm going to get you acquainted with that real quick here. Just watch the steps right here. And like earlier, please watch your head. There's a lot of low-hanging pipes and just low clearance in general down here.
Look at this, y'all. Look at this view.
Alright, this is really narrow.
places, but along.
Ceiling was nowhere near my head.
Okay, we're back above ground. Hang tight with me, guys. I know it's boring
Sarah.
when there's no signal, but
Oh, somebody said Sarah. We didn't know who. Sarah, I think that's it. That's an area right there.
For you.
Oh, what am I doing?
You're just taking a tour.
I really am. Are we supposed to be following them? You got lost. You don't know.
You said he took a totally different route.
Well, the only thing left is the new block.
Listen, we all made a run. You guys trailed off, and I was like, I don't know where the hell they are. Yeah, over there.
hey, Ariel. Oh, yeah. We'll, I can tell you really close senses something. The stairs coming down from the infirmary and the sugar shack. Yeah. Oh yeah, they're here. Definitely they're here.
So this is Newwall, this is General Population House, and this is J block, straight side of K block. Down there's L block and M block, JKLM. There are 320 cells in here, they're 5 by 7 by 7. These would house as many as 2 each. You have 500 to 600 inmates living in here. Now, granted, a lot of these guys really were only locked out at night, from roughly 10 p.m. to 6 in the morning or so. A lot of them had jobs inside the prison. A lot of the work that was internal to the operation here was done using convict labor. So not only would that be stuff like kitchen duty, but groundskeeping, maintenance, janitorial, plumbing, electrical jobs. For that matter, even had inmates working in administrative offices, and a couple of guys that actually had jobs up in the infirmary. So Newell's seen a lot of activity during the major riots here in the prison district in March of 1973 and New Year's Day 1986 when they had the worst riot in state history. This was always part of the siege area. So this is a very active area at times. We have had, honestly, full-blown sightings in here, apparitions, full-bodied apparitions, spotted in broad daylight on our history tours. Now, I'm going to be a straight shooter. Usually the apparitions are always sighted on the second tier, about halfway down of L block, which is down below us. Usually they always describe it as a guy who's got salt and pepper hair and a ponytail, and he's wearing glasses. It looks like he's wearing a uniform, and he stands in his door just kind of like weaving back and forth like he's trying to check people around a little bit. We have had disembodied voices, specifically the sound of whistling in here. Of course, we've never been able to find where the whistling comes from. But you'll get some knocking, things like that, footsteps. Usually, at least recently, we get a lot of sound of movement in here. But again, this is a good area. Not only do you have 30 plus years from the time this was completed, this side finished in 1959. So not only do you have 30 plus years of general prison use, but you have everything comes with that, plus you actually see here during the riots. So in here, as opposed to the North Hall, you go all the way up to the 4 tiers, and actually, if you do just common sense, please be careful. But the dark gray collars you see in here is not original. Here and there you can see the original collars bleeding through, but if you watch mine,
Cooling his belly.
You'll recognize J and L blocks. They've come in here extensively for those shows, and they're the ones who paint this grade to get the look they were going for.
Mind Hunter and
Again, all that all going on.
Castle Rock. You can see.
Formerly a lot of it was red, and of course naturally it changed a lot over the years. But yeah, formerly it would have been red. Kind of there in the middle, you can see the break where it's kind of red, and then some of it was kind of like a two-tone, like a lime green, and kind of strange colors really. But yeah, so. But any questions? All right, so that's basically all I have for y'all. Just to recap real quick here. And also, by the way, anytime you're in here, you get up against the wall, wipe your step. There's a little drain on the floor. But again, gift shop will be closing about 9:30.
Can we go to the bathroom?
Remember to keep that means indoor closed for us, so keep the AC in there in the back out here with you all. And if you stay until 10, be sure that you're in the lobby at 10 o'clock, ready to be paroled out the front door.
We've got like an hour.
I'll start walking through a couple of minutes before 10 to make sure everybody's on their way. Like I said, we have a big group of people that's going to be staying
Yes,
tonight
they
here
have
until
overnight.
5
They're
o'clock
spending the
tomorrow morning.
night.
So,
There's people spending the night
anyhow, I
tonight.
wish you all luck. If you have any questions, again, my name is Jason. Tina's in the lobby. We've got maps for you. Please feel free to ask us questions. That's what we're here for.
Oh, we did? Okay. She's done. She's done peopling. See? What is this? The suggestion box? Look. Wait. Hold on. Had to get the suggestion box.
Because of bats. Exactly. So, I'm a bat.
She just wants us to go hang out by ourselves. Is it open? Yeah. Oh, it's cool in here. Nay, are you gonna use the bathroom? Are you?
Go.
I'll take it.
Hey guys, she's gone, but I'm here. Give you something interesting to look at. I don't know how this works. Does anybody know how this works? Hi, always be kind. I have never owned a tripod, so these confuse me. It's all good, we're okay. Okay, I'll point you towards here then. Boop. Hi, Lori. Hi, Tanya.
Most consistently, I would say that whether it be infirmary or site, you know, if there's any
Hi, Ariel. Yeah, the tour was pretty cool. It's a little too loud and too many people for me, but it was fun.
then again, sometimes the dining hall kitchen. Sometimes you call for it. But that's why again, majority of the time would be medical, that entire floor, or follow up.
Did it feel haunted? Not yet, but honestly, I wouldn't expect ghosts to come out with so many people. It would take like way too much energy. I wouldn't like the echo. It's so loud, and yet it's like basically no one's talking. I don't like it. Did Oomph already leave us? It muffs the sound up. Yeah, imagine living in that all the time. No way. I'm so quiet that I probably wouldn't be bothered by it. I wouldn't be able to hear the echoes half the time. Yeah, no way.
He's looking for a drink.
I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
Okay. Is there water in there?
No, they do.
Throw it away then.
Very, very down to earth, very nice down there. It's like people being like nothing. So, I mean, they were very, very cool for that. I was joking with Paul about like telling that the one thing I was listening to Buzzy.
Hold on, buddy.
You know, I was in order like a Fuzzy ain't got for yeah.
There you go. All right, I'm back. How's it going? Are you guys scared yet? Did you get scared yet? Remember when I said I smelled popcorn? There was another time my stomach started hurting in the kitchen, on the left side of the kitchen. Nobody's scared. Nobody's scared. Do you need more? Do you need more water, buddy? Nicholas is thirsty. Oops. Nicholas is still drinking water. They said they're not scared.
It's not scary.
They want to go in the back cave.
The scariest part of that was the human interaction. Okay.
Are we going in the back cave?
You want to go in the bat cave?
Of course.
Okay, we're going in the bat cave. But I would like to go to the other place.
To the chapel.
Yeah,
We'll
I want
go.
to go to the chapel. Sorry.
Where's the smoking section? Outside. Yeah, but when?
In the courtyard.
Did you hear him say?
No. But why would you smoke inside? Oh my god. My eyes. I lost my phone. It's gone. I don't know
Couple of my buddies there that night weren't quite as impressed, partly because they went in expecting to move around. They're going in expecting chairs flying across the room, and that's not what happened. And honestly, though, we actually, I found that because I had said that's right before we were even in Rhode Island, I called Andrea and I was like,
said the south yard right outside the door.
Nice. Are we gonna be able to not get lost?
No.
Wait, we can take a map.
Oh yeah, take them out.
We'll grab a map.
All right. Ready? You got a map?
Okay, the boiler
Can you
room-
hold the water
the
too?
boiler room is in the north. So, Justin, if you want to go in the back, you can go.
Hi.
Hey guys.
Hi.
Y'all come on ahead, come in, go on a sit.
Yeah. So the boiler room's in the north yard, and then the south yard's right out there.
We'll get more activity.
Okay, open the door.
I got you.
Thank you.
Hey, she's giving me permission to go by myself, come on guys.
Right here, I guess. Oh, do you want a flashlight?
Oh, you have flashlights?
Uh-huh, I
I
can
don't
give
have
you.
to bumble around in the
I can
dark
give you a
like you do.
flashlight, yeah. Oh, the. So yeah, y'all, that's why they said we have to be ready to be out of here for real at 10 because they have another tour of people that are spending the night. And I tried to get that one, but it was sold out. No, this
This is
isn't
the
it.
Sugar Shack, I know.
Oh, yeah.
Chapel. What?
Okay, she wants to go to the
I
chapel.
want to go to the chapel. We have to go pray, Titi.
We have to go pray. Watch out. Wait. It's not all that severe.
I'm posing.
Done?
They're gonna pat you on the back.
They're gonna be like, hey, pal. How are you?
You have tools?
Yeah.
Where y'all going?
I'm gonna go down to the Sugar Shack and see
Yeah.
if I get anything. I want something to touch me.
There's stuff down there. The dog went crazy down there.
Did he?
Yeah. And on the stairs coming down from the dispensary.
Oh,
Inside stairs. He had to smell every single stair.
I didn't try to eat your phone. That wasn't me.
I thought you were going to the
Well,
chapel.
you weren't coming with me.
Well, I'm right behind you.
Fine, I'll go alone. I'm not afraid.
It's fine. Yeah, go. I'll be right here. I'm going to take a break. You want to take it with you? I'm going to let Miklos take a little break.
Let him sleep.
No, just sniff around on his own.
Hey guys, you're with me now, cause she's a wimp. She doesn't want to go see the chapel. She's a wimp. She won't come see the chapel with me. Also, this thing is making it really hard to hold the camera. Like, it's so big that I can't hold you guys correctly. You guys excited? We're gonna see where they pray. Well, I don't have a flashlight. What does that say? Jerseys. Does she have a flashlight on here? What battery level are we at? 25. I'm not even gonna bother. Shh. Do we hear anything? Okay, I'll be quiet. I hear me close. This place is a lot bigger than I thought it was. Should I open the door? Do you guys think I should do it? Yes, okay. 1,000 views and we'll open the door. Set this up so y'all can see. Okay. Wonder if it's locked or something. Oh my god, it's just like electricity stuff. It's like your average storage closet. Or not storage. Whatever it's called. Ugh, so boring. We have to go find something else to explore. We didn't even hear like sounds. There's a hole in the roof. What were they doing in here? How did you mess up the roof? Dang it, for real. I wanted something to like jump out at us. Instead, we just got boring old electricity. Mikos decided he didn't want to come. Hi, baby. Is it time to go? Bomb. Okay. Nothing. It was boring, and they told me to open the closet door, and then there was just electricity. And also, the pews are like all weird, like moved, and also a table is broken. So now I don't know what to do. Huh? Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Go in the sugar shack.
Well,
We can't keep any signal.
yeah, no,
down
we
there.
won't keep signal. I want to go down to the bat cave, but we won't
Okay.
keep signal either.
Well, yeah, but they want us to check the phone battery, right?
We're at 23%.
We're at 23.
Yeah.
We might have to switch phones in a minute, y'all.
Yeah.
In a little bit, but all right, let's
Look
go
at the
to the cave. Do you
Look
know
at the
where it
big
is?
cross. Yes. I have a map, but you have to take the phone because I hate holding this thing. Also, for some reason, when I'm holding a camera, I move it like I'm the like when I go
When
like
I move
this,
the
I
camera.
move the camera go like this. So you guys' view is like sideways half the time.
Okay, so in case you guys miss what the sugar shack is, that was the rec hall.
Boring
And-
where they would do drugs and kill each other.
Yeah, that's where everything happened.
Because nobody.
A lot of rape, a lot of murder,
Wanted to go down there.
a lot of partying.
A lot of parties.
So I guess they have a lot of activity in there.
We're here, so we need to go through there, go here, go there, and then go out here. Okay?
I don't know what you're doing, but if you got it, you got it.
What is this? Why is
Wait,
this?
can't we just go down here?
No, that's the sugar shack. What?
No, this way
You wanna
to get
go-
there.
You want to go around?
Oh, we have to go through?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, you sure you don't want to go in here and walk around one time?
No, not.
Okay, come on.
Aren't there people down there?
I don't
They're doing
know.
their experiments.
Are they?
Just call down there. See, go. Woo!
I gotta go see if they're doing experiments in here, guys. I just have to know.
She has to know. I just
Oh,
want to
you forgot to tell me to give you the flashlight.
Oh yeah, you didn't give me the flashlight. And then I walked around in the dark, and Miklos sat at the door. This is the right thing. We have to go this way.
To go to the door.
Come on. Why are you fixing the light that way?
Here, let me give you the light. Come here. So we can turn this off.
So we can turn
We're
this
using too much battery.
Too much battery, y'all. Too much. Stop. Why do you guys need a headlamp?
You guys are,
Needy little bitches.
you don't understand how much we go through.
For you guys.
Uh-oh, my flashlight's not in here.
There's a dog.
My headlamp is though. Here, hold this a second, let me find it.
That really hurts my eyes. They did have electric chairs, and they had this place called the Death Place that was like torn down where they would put the electric chair. That's all where the hangings were. Disturbed their experiments.
Turn this
Oh, no,
light
no, no,
off.
there was something down there communicating with us and setting off the EMF. for you.
Oh yeah, really?
Yeah.
Nice. You do? You don't believe in spirits?
I doubt they want to talk to us.
Of course they do. Here.
Heads.
All right.
There's a hole in the wall, guys. What's that there? What's that?
Shine the light on it.
I am.
Yeah.
Use your head. Look at it. You should put your head right there and it goes pop. Use your head. Look at it. You should put your head right there and it goes pop.
Is that the electric chair? Box back there.
Oh,
They must put your head between there. Here, shine it on the bottom.
what the hell?
Can't see it much. Oh. Here. She's running.
Beard makes for better content.
She got scared in there.
Sure. I'm gonna shine this light at your face. Me. I'm gonna do that. Come on. I wanna go see the bat cave. I wanna parade you around so we can go see the bat cave. Come on, Miklos. Look, what's in there?
I don't know. I've looked in there extensively.
I wonder what this one is to be. Hey, look, there's like a something right there, like a light or something. And there's a cup down there and a heater.
Old furnace.
Maybe this is where like someone stayed.
Yeah, I think 95. Finally, it was overcrowded all the time. The whole time. Can you believe though, what, 1866 to 1995, this place of torture was alive?
We need to go. Whoa.
Scenery's gorgeous.
Wait, everyone shut up.
Shh.
I heard some.
Where are we going?
This way. I have my trusty lesson back.
This is really cool. I like that they give you.
Down there or down there?
Well, which way we're going?
I say we go down here.
Okay. Oh, shine. What is that? I remember.
It's the visitation. Contact visitation.
Oh, yeah, the visitation room.
And that's where a child was conceived.
This is where children are conceived. You know, in every prison in the United States, there are children conceived in visitation. So don't doubt it.
Sometimes there's oral visitation.
Oral visitation. Oh my God, I think there's a lot of handies too.
Whoa. What's this? Hello? Nothing interesting.
Are you sure?
It's an empty room.
Okay. On to the back cave.
Cafeteria. Okay.
Oh, the cafeteria.
So,
This is where I keep getting a stomach ache.
probably,
As he talks about how good the food is here.
so it looks like we need to go down this way.
Okay.
We haven't been through here. Not sure about this room.
Ooh,
I don't like it.
shine it on that hole up there.
There's a hole up there, guys. What's that? Sleep shop? That's not on my map. Why is there a light right there?
Shine it up there. What's hanging up there?
A hard hat. I say we go through the cafeteria. 'cause
Come
I
on,
don't
Nicholas.
want any of this. I don't know if it's safe to be back here.
There's
If it
people
wasn't,
back.
we would've locked it
Yeah, no, there's people back here.
up. Okay. Sounds like a good enough logic to me. I wonder if that was like a visitation room? Maybe this would be a pool room. Yeah, it says that right there. Pool room.
Oh, tool room. Huh.
HHA hostage. HHA medical. Electricity. Elevator room. What?
Oh, there's an elevator. There's the north yard. Is that where the
Yes.
thing is,
We
the
need to go
north
that
yard? Shine the light in here. What's in here? Ooh,
There's somebody else over there.
shh. This feels,
Oh, this is the piano room.
oh,
Oh, we ended up on the other side. Ooh, look, piano. I want to go play that too. He said you should be properly terrified of this piano and how out of tune it is. Let's see if I can play yours. I really like it. Oh God.
what?
I get what he's saying now. That is so.
Here, let me hold it for you.
Okay. I'm gonna play you a basic C scale. Yeah, that's really bad. I wonder if we can get someone to play us a song. Oh, this is like a church thing, church choir thing. Like,
Of course.
yeah, that's sick. Yeah. I think he's scared. Look, that toilet is a little. Oh, do you think they had books here?
I think this is where they kept the hymnals and stuff,
That's another
looks
thing.
like.
So what's that?
Why wouldn't they be in the chapel?
It probably was. They probably had to move it, remember? Because that was used for a movie. Okay. So out to the north yard, we need to go through here, Kiki. Come on.
What's in here? Is this what's down here? Is that where those rooms were?
Yeah. That's where the super
The
dangerous
cells?
people were.
Oh, the single cells?
Yeah. Well, no, not single. There were 3 people in all of those single cells, except for the first 4.
Come on.
Oh, is he stuck?
Is he stuck? Oh, sorry, buddy.
Stuck on a screw. Good boy. Oh, good boy.
Here?
Yes. Nicholas, leave the cell alone, baby. I wonder if ghosts like dogs.
Some cool
Wait,
tiles.
shine a light through there. Did you? What's that?
Ooh. Wood shop. Yeah, they had a bunch of stuff up there that was made here. If you guys see any shadows, let me know. All right.
Okay, we need to go. Shit, which way was it? This way. We need to go this way and around. Because that just leads you out to the parking lot.
Oops. This way, buddy.
Do you think
Hey,
we can get up to the
you
first
missed the
floor?
step. Okay, go ahead. Go. Come on.
Come on, baby. Me close. Come on.
Hey, come. Did you get confused? Come on. Come on. There you go.
Exit found. Come on. Good boy. Yeah, there it is. No, it's
Oh,
not
there it is. Okay, y'all ready?
I don't know where I left my phone. Oh my god, it was with your bags last time I saw it. Did you see it? I might have left it at the front. Oh. We'll be able to get it on the way out, right?
If they have it.
If they have it.
You didn't put it in my bag?
No,
Did you leave it in the bathroom?
no, I didn't take it.
Oh, so it was on that table?
It was,
Here,
no, it was
there.
on the chair.
See, your mom's gonna kill us if you lost your phone again.
Yep, but this time she can cancel it.
Why?
What? What do you mean, why?
What do you mean?
Last time she couldn't figure out how to cancel the phone subscription, so she was paying for a phone I didn't have. Come on. Come on, Tutu.
All right. You ready?
Yep.
Okay, wait. What are we at? We're only at 14%. Okay, if we go dead, we'll come back up on the other phone. Woo! That last stair is kind of big. I'm right behind you, girl. Hey, shine the light on this thing over here.
What do you think it was?
Oh, cool. Are you, Jalen? Thanks. Whoa.
I think I missed it. There's a chair in here. Could this be his room? Am I lost?
Oh, we're looking for the bedroom.
Yeah. I don't think this was it.
Peek in here.
Oh, flashlight.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is. It looks like a pipe room. I don't think.
You could ask somebody. They might know. The other people.
And they're leaving.
Okay, wait. Shine the light over here. Okay. I need light. Oh.
I don't see his bedroom.
Maybe it's the other side.
Maybe.
Miklos. Where's Miklos?
Oh, he's right here.
Oof. What happened, buddy? You okay?
Oh, that's not good. I don't think it's a super old one though. I don't know. Oh, hi, babe. Oh, good to see you. Hi. Hello there. Hi, I'm right here.
No bats? Did you find any bats?
Yeah.
Oh, no bats, no ghosts.
I don't know about ghosts, but
Maybe.
You think this was his bedroom?
Shine it around.
I just really don't know. None of these look like they would house a person.
Who knows where he made his little
I guess
space?
right there could be
Oh.
where they killed him. Does this look like a shower?
This was a shower.
Yeah, so this is where they killed him.
That's where he died?
Yep.
Now, why did they kill him?
He was a known snitch.
Oh, he was a snitch.
I don't think he was actually a snitch, but he was favored by the guards. They assumed he was.
Yeah, that's what happens when you make friends with the man.
Nicholas is trying to leave. I don't think he likes it.
People assume you're a snitch.
I'm assuming this was his bedroom. A, because it has a door. B, because it has a shower. And C, because
Yeah.
I'm assuming the murderers did that.
What?
This.
Broke the door.
Yeah. I mean, if they were that pissed, they would have done that too. No privacy for you. Have no window. Oh my God, she's gone. Where did my grandmother go? Oh, there she is. Hey, have you had major battery loss? No, not
No.
really.
No battery. No major battery loss.
Damn.
I know people register a lot of activity here, though, y'all. You just,
We're just unlucky, I guess.
well,
If you're considering not having to see ghosts, unlucky. But that's kind of what we came here for, and we're not getting much of it.
Oops.
Do you think that leads farther down? Or do you think that was just
Yeah,
a bathtub?
there's, I don't know, it might be a drain or a hidey hole. I don't know. Yeah, you can have weddings here. Now this looks like a spot to me. Hey.
Oh my god. I literally told the people up there that I thought you died.
Stop it. Come here, Miklos.
This is a cool room. Thing.
Strange little room, huh?
Wonder why it was built. Oh, could this be where they kept the people until they went insane?
No.
Or went blind?
What do you want to do now?
I'd like to go up to the med room or the psych ward.
Back to the psych ward.
Listen, I think we might have an activity up there. And also, it has my favorite colors. Well, minus bright orange, I guess. He's gonna live regardless.
What's his name or her name?
Miklos, he's
Well, it was so funny because we were the one thing, I was like, someone left the mop out. And I was like, oh my god, it's their dog.
I lost my jacket.
where? How?
Oh my gosh.
I hope it's with my phone.
Can you go? No. Can you look?
No.
Is that it right there?
Is what it
No.
is.
Can you? Here, give me the light then.
What?
If you don't want to go look.
I can. Okay.
Here.
I'll interact with stream. Figure out.
Dude,
where
you
we're
dare
going
to go
next.
down there.
Dang it.
What's the percentage now? 10%.
Plus, we have the light on now.
They have tours of this prison up to $1,000. What? How? What? I don't think we paid 1,000. Damn. Hey, where do y'all think we should go next? There's the infirmary, psych ward, admin area, not available. North Hall, boiler room, that's where we are. Cafeteria, kitchen, estate room, main hallway, sugar shack, chapel, main entrance. No, we don't want to go up there. Something back there. Where do y'all want to go? Hello? Google it, lots of information, I think. Ooh, oh, Yeah, no, there's a haunted house they do in November. You ought to go back and get your phone. Fine, I'll go get my phone. Ugh. Guys, I'm not kidding. All I have in my pocket is applesauce. It's not even mine, it's Tutu's. Where is that woman? Should I go get her? Is she okay? Her jacket's probably soaking wet. There's a light down there. You find it?
No.
God damn it. I'm surprised the prison wasn't separated by like race or something. You're losing viewers. Also, the chat said that I have to go get my phone before we do anything else. All right.
Okay, you want to go check the office now? Where's the...
What time is it?
9:30.
We should probably start heading back anyways.
Where's the...
We could check on some things.
Where is the dispensary? You know how to get there?
I can't read this map very well.
Oh.
Just because the text is terrible. Hold on. Can I have your light? Give me your light. Okay. Dispensary.
Oh, here.
Would the dispensary not be in the infirmary?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, so we gotta
Infirmary.
go upstairs.
Here, upstairs where? I forgot.
Here.
Here.
What? Oh, thank you. Upstairs. We just gotta go upstairs. And then walk around until we find it.
Okay, let me turn this off again.
Shouldn't you switch phones?
What's in here? Oh, okay. We already went in there, didn't we? Or buy it. Come on. I'm coming. Come. Miklos. Miklos, here. Did you get confused?
You went down into the hole.
Yes.
You did. What time did you go?
Just like a minute ago. Just
Really?
came from there.
Saw like dog prints down there earlier.
Oh,
Like we were down there like 9 o'clock. Saw dog prints.
really?
Yeah.
No, we just came out of there.
That's so cool. I mean, unless there's like a dog or like a cat or some animal walking around here. Just like there at night and stuff.
He was getting ready to run.
I was like, he ran until us and like stopped for a minute.
door?
It's the pink.
Who wants
Look
me-
for the pink.
You mean you want to go to the psych ward?
Yeah.
Wait, we didn't go to see what was that door.
What?
There was a door. Look,
Which door?
it was back there. I wanted to go see what it was. Call me careless, but I really owe your machine.
Ooh. What is that?
That door does not look safe. Come on, we have to go check it out. No, I got a flashlight. Stop wasting your battery.
Oh.
Eye stuff? Eye examination? Who's it? Come on, I want to go see what's in that door. Come on, please.
You need me to go with you? What happened?
There's a camera.
Miss Brave Girl?
No, we need content.
Oh, we need content. We gotta see what's behind the scary door.
Why is it red?
Ah.
Do you see that? It's red. Who's there? Who goes there? Whoa. Is this one of those like post offices or something?
That door right in front of me, I didn't hear like see the light. It just scared the crap out of me.
Again?
No, see, because I stepped into that room and all of a sudden I see the door slowly open. Is it my death? Because I didn't see all those lights or anything, or hear all those voices, so I was like, oh no.
Oh, it's because I opened the door and then just stood there.
Good. Scare him. He deserves it.
He does. Why are those lights there?
Hey, what's this? What's this?
Bathroom thing. Oh no.
Oh,
Oh, this room? It's like a kitchen or something. They prepare soup for you.
okay.
I don't know.
We
what's
have
so
to hurry
scary
up.
about this place.
We gotta head for the door, I think.
Look, wait.
What?
Come here.
Yeah, I saw this earlier.
Oh, they had water thingies. Boom.
Pink.
This is what you want.
The pink paint. Where's the pink paint?
This is the pink paint.
Yeah, this is where I want to hang out.
Whoa, did you see that?
Look, right here. No, don't bring the light.
What?
Don't bring the light.
Don't bring the light.
No, leave it.
What was it?
Nothing. I just thought it looked like a good place for a shadow to hide.
Hey, come out, bitch. Maybe
Stop.
if I scream
No,
profanities-
tormenting.
If I scream profanities at the ghosts, they will do something eventually. They're prisoners. They're angry. Probably.
They are angry, I think.
Boo.
Leave those people alone.
My job is to scare people. I can't imagine living right next to this thing. That's like when you live next to the concentration camps. Like knowing something bad's going on in here and just not being able to do anything about it. Do you want me to turn off the light?
Oh, I don't care.
What? What do you mean? Lockers.
Is this the med cabinet?
It's where we keep the drugs.
Shine in here.
In the bathroom?
What the heck? Oh, it's the light. Light fixture. Ooh.
Oh. Oh, we gotta go in here. How much you wanna bet they were trying to hide something down there?
Turn the light off. Janaea. She thinks she's funny.
I love a good scare.
Then do a good one.
Well, nobody's gonna do it for me.
Okay, which way are we going? This way?
To get to the, oh, wait.
Where are we going?
Ooh, those are the cells for those shower people because they were trying to hurt themselves.
Oh, let me see.
Wait. What is that? This seems much more interesting than the shower room. Hey, this seems better than the 3 crowded people in a single room. Oh, no it doesn't. That's terrifying. Okay. Stairs.
Okay. We can go down this way, right? These are the ones he doesn't like. Yeah.
Be close.
Shh, he's coming. You okay? Let's go.
There's like an observation room down into the.
Oh. Yeah, let's go
Contacts.
look in there.
Okay, go do that.
Ooh.
What? It's too high.
I don't like this.
Yeah, no.
We're in the observation tower.
Ooh.
Here, let me turn the light on.
Hey, what time is it? Hey, what time is it?
I don't know. That's where all the Ninja Turtles and stuff are. Come on. Again. Keep going. Come on.
So stairs.
Oh, we're back at visitation.
So you need to go down this hallway again.
That one?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yep.
No.
Yep.
All right.
How'd it get scarier?
Come on. Nicholas, come.
Hey, did you ever check the time?
No. I know we're just heading for the door.
It feels like we're going in circles.
I think you're backwards.
You guys have the way back?
Is that out?
It's right here.
You were right.
How do you
You are awesome. What happened?
Kitchen's back there. And then the observation room's down there. Or not observation, contact.
9:46, Julie says.
And then hallway lead that way into main entrance place. This way?
Oh, what? Are you gonna eat your words right now? No? Okay. That's a good idea. I got a rock in my shoe. Hold on.
Oh, yeah, you know what, this is the station.